have arrived at Luton Airport. We've just checked in and given off our luggage. We've got our boarding passes. So now we're going to M&S. We're just going to grab some snacks and breakfast like croissants and stuff. But I'm really excited. Tom, are you excited?
Very excited.
Really? After we checked in, we went through security and had a roam around duty free before we boarded the flight. When we arrived in Budapest, we got a bus which was about half an hour to our hotel. We stayed in the Continental Hotel and it was so nice inside. It was really big, there were loads of Christmas lights. This was just a brief tour of the room. It was kind of just like any other hotel room, really nice, really clean and spacious. We chilled out at the hotel for a bit and enjoyed the spa facilities before we headed to this place called Ghetto Goulash. And here we got goulash, which is like a famous Hungarian soup dish. We had steak and potatoes with a few veggies for dinner. So the next morning, we went downstairs to enjoy our breakfast in the hotel. There was a massive selection of food. It was fresh. It was hot. It was actually really nice, to be honest. Like, considering what we paid extra, we paid like around £25 extra for breakfast, which I thought was a really good deal for what you actually got. Then we headed out and we headed to a place called Gallot Hill, which is like this famous hill in Budapest, but it was actually shut, so you couldn't really go inside. However, the views of the city were really nice and it wasn't raining, the weather was nice, the sun was shining, so we ended up having a really good time here. We have just been to the top of Gallot Hill. We got a taxi there because the walk was about 35 minutes from our hotel and we were like, no, we're not doing that in the cold. So yeah, we've just been to the top of the hill. It was okay. It was actually being refurbished, so it's a bit annoying because you couldn't really go inside, but we got some good views, didn't we, Tom?
Yeah, no, it's good.
And some good views of the city as well. So I think now we're going to Buda Castle next and we're walking there. In terms of how cold it is, I thought it would be colder. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it would be colder.
Yeah.
There's a lot of buildings.
And we are wearing about 10 layers. So I'm actually quite warm at the moment.
It's cold,
but it's very windy, as you can see. So that kind of makes you feel colder. So yeah, I like it so far. Then we kind of just walked around a bit, explored the city where we were, and we ended up making our way across the river towards Buda Castle. At this point, it was really, really cold. But the views of the city were again really nice on the riverside. We actually stopped off for a cup of hot chocolate to warm us both up in this little cafe. Again, really nice inside, and the hot chocolate was tasty. Eventually we reached Buda Castle and we kind of just explored around here for a bit. We had a walk around. Actually found this cute little church. We had a look inside and there were like activities and things going on. I think they were preparing for a show later. We then walked towards Fisherman's Bastion, which was our next stop, but we stopped off for lunch at an Italian place nearby. Then we went to Fisherman's Bastion and we actually caught the sunset, which was really nice from like the top of it. And we sat there for a while and waited until the sun set. So we got some really nice night views. And it was a really nice vibe here, and obviously from here you can see the Hungarian Parliament building lit up at night, which was really beautiful. It's around 5 o'clock and we've basically got a river cruise booked at around 6, but we have a bit of time to kill before we have to board and stuff. It's so cold. So we basically found this cafe that's on the river, and we're going to go there and have maybe like a hot chocolate or something, because it's literally like too cold to be out and I'm wearing 10 layers. So that's what we're gonna do. So this cafe that we've ended up in is actually really cute, isn't it?
It's really
and
neat.
It's playing Christmas music. Like there's no one here, it's just us. But I think it'll be good. It's nice and quiet anyway. And to be honest, it's so warm and that's just all we needed. They had loads of cool drinks at this place. They had like hot wine, they had all these different flavour lattes. We went for a gingerbread latte and the hot wine, which is basically mulled wine. The hot wine's actually really good.
Is it?
Have you had a good day so far?
Yeah, it's been really good.
What do you think of the hot wine?
Yeah, it's nice. I think I prefer the coffee though. Did you put sugar in?
No.
Bitter.
Oh my god, that does not taste good. What's that mean where it's like, that did not taste good?
It's the kid, isn't it? I don't know what he eats though. Some kid, he eats something, then it's like, it's like some American kid. I can't remember.
What was it? That's gonna annoy me now. Then we hopped on the boat for the cruise along the river. Again, this was really peaceful. We actually got a glass of Prosecco complimentary as well, which was nice, and we just enjoyed the views, and we got a better view actually of the Hungarian Parliament building and the rest of the city as well. When the cruise finished, we just walked around the Hungarian building, spotted all these nice little Christmas trees, and honestly we just had a bit of a walk around, just did a little bit more exploring. And then eventually we reached our next stop, which was Bar 360, which was basically a rooftop bar where you get like really nice views of the city, and we got some food here.
So wide, you don't have to like dodge people.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
It is, isn't it,
Yeah,
Thomas? Okay, so we've just been to the 360 bar.
No, we haven't.
And yes, we have.
Why are you lying to me?
Shut up. Where have we been then?
No, we have.
They had a big sign that said 360 in front of it.
Anyway.
So we've just been to the 360 bar, and it was really nice. I had like little igloos with like lights and stuff, and it was really warm. So we got a few snacks, and now we are going back to the hotel because it is about like 9:30. We've been out since like 11, and we are literally freezing our butts off at this point. So we're going back to the hotel, and we're just going to chill, maybe get some more food there because I'm still hungry, and I think we're going to call it a day. So Tom, how did you find your first day in Budapest?
Yeah, no, it's good. Very unique place.
Yeah?
Cultural city.
What was one thing you liked?
I don't know, the boat trip was really good. I think the
Yeah.
Parliament building I like the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one thing you disliked?
You?
Okay.
I'm sorry. No, one thing I disliked, the queuing system to get onto the boat, that was pretty...
Oh my god, I don't know what it is about people in this particular place, but no one believes in queuing, and like everyone's kind of a bit rude.
I nearly got pushed in the sea.
I don't really know like if they just don't like us or if they're just having a bad day, but like there's just something off. Anyway, it's been a really good day. I really like the city. As cold as it is, it's actually been really nice and quiet and like not super busy like London, so that was a nice change. And we got to see lots of the historical sites and things. And yeah, it's quite pretty actually, isn't it?
It is very pretty.
Yeah, it's not like bustling, like what's the saying, hustling and bustling or whatever. It's quite like just relaxing.
Hustle and bustle.
Yeah, it's very relaxing. So day 1 was good. Looking forward to day 2 tomorrow. So stay tuned to see more. It is day, oh wait, is it day 2 or 3?
Second full day, right?
Okay. Well, anyway, it's the next day and it's a Monday. And we are going for brunch at the New York cafe, which is meant to be really nice. So we're just heading there now, and then we're going to the baths later. So New York Cafe was really nice. The interior design was like stunning and it was a really nice vibe. The food was average, like I got the tiramisu, it was okay. I think Tom's apple crumble was better. And then we made our way to the Sashimi Bath. I'm not entirely sure how you say it, but it's like basically the most famous bath in Budapest. It's massive, and this was probably the highlight of the trip. It was just amazing. Look at the baths, guys. It's actually really warm. Surprisingly, I thought that we'd get a lot colder, but the water's so warm compared to the outside that actually you didn't really feel it, to be honest. And when you were inside, it was so nice to actually be in the warmth. So it was really, really good, wasn't it, babe?
Yeah, so good.
One of your favourite things. Is that your favourite thing of this holiday then?
Yeah, it's one of the best places I've seen in the world.
You said it. So yeah, it was really good. It was really good. So now I'm really hungry because we haven't ate much today. So I'm fancying some like noodles, like Asian-y kind of food. So I'm gonna have a look around what's near our hotel. And then we're gonna get some food. And then we're gonna call it a day, I think, because tomorrow we've got so much stuff planned to do before our flight back, which is at 7:30. So I think a decent sleep we need. So yeah. So despite me originally wanting like Japanese food, we actually ended up finding a Lebanese place, and the food here was absolutely amazing. Like, it was just so good. Every dish tasted different and the flavors were just amazing. Like, best food of the trip, I think. We wanted to find somewhere for dessert, so I found this pancake place. Well, it was actually a bar that kind of did pancakes on the side. So we ordered the Oreo pancakes. However, these look a lot better than they tasted. Back to the hotel, we found this little street food corner. We had a look around, and then we also popped into a ruin bar because apparently that's quite a popular thing to do in Budapest. So we walked around here and just to see what was going on, really. The next morning, we went to the, I think it's the biggest synagogue. It's called the Dohany Synagogue. So we went there, we had a look around. Our next stop was St. Stephen's Basilica. So we kind of walked in that direction and just did a bit more exploring. We found a little shopping corner, which was quite cool. This little cute bunny, I thought I had a picture with that. And then we found the equivalent of our London Eye. So we walked past that too. And then eventually we reached St. Stephen's Basilica, which was a stunning church. And then when we went outside, we had a look around the Christmas markets. These Christmas markets were really cute. They had everything you could ever want. The stalls were really cool. Some of them did a quite, you know, different things that you don't normally see in the UK, so that was fun to explore. We got dessert at this sweet pastry place, I'm gonna call it. We got like a cinnamon flavored one, but you can get filling inside. And we also got goulash here because it comes in the bread, which I thought was really cool. So I was like, we have to try this. And this was really tasty. And then we made our way to Liberty Bridge, which was basically like this famous bridge in Budapest. And we walked along that. And then after that, we went to the Central Market Hall, which was basically this big building that had loads of market stalls inside. It had food, it had clothing, it had souvenirs, basically had everything you could ever think of. And we spent a good time here. And then to finish off the trip, we found this chocolate bar called My Chocky. It was really cute inside, and we actually had the place to ourselves because no one else was there. And we got what I think is probably the best hot chocolate I've ever had. And it was like a Smarties milk hot chocolate. And it was so good, guys, like, honestly. And then we made our way to Budapest airport before catching our flight back to London.